Hey guys, welcome back to the Sims 4 Every Trait Challenge. I put in a split in this episode. So last episode, I just ended it with title cards. I felt like that was less intrusive, but I didn't want to do that for the start of an episode. So I'm just recording this now. Sorry about having to split it. I've been really trying to make sure that I hit these recording times correctly, but the recording for this episode in particular was actually really weird. There was actually like a nearly month long gap in between the create a sim portion and then this portion, and the main reason for that is I actually had to do the create a sim portion at the tail end of a recording. So it was weird. It was a weird way to do it. So the best solution I had was just to sort of split this episode into two parts. Anyway, that's all I got for you. I'm gonna let you get back to the episode. They can't use a jungle gym yet, for sure. But there's also like a toddler slide here. That's not so bad. And then a ball pit I don't think we're gonna use. But yeah, I mean, like, we have a little slide here. Why not? Why not get them something fun? There. We got that. Yeah, I think that matches more. And then monkey bars would be fun to have, but I don't think we have a good spot for them. Unless we did no. And then of course we have these jungle gyms. Whoa. Oh my god, that is a hell of a lot of stuff. Wow. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Oh my god. Yeah, there's a lot here. We could do a whole McDonald's play place. We're not gonna do that. We can do the pirate ship, we can do the spaceship. I want to teach my kids that stealing and plundering is okay. So we're gonna do pirate ship. And, there's not really a good spot for this, because I want to leave this somewhat open here. I'm gonna save this for a little later. Maybe. To be honest, I'm not sure that they even need an entire pirate ship, but, you know. Because I think also there is a playground right there. Yeah. There's a playground right there. They don't even have to cross the street. They go around the cul-de-sac, up there, playground. So I'm not going to worry about having an entire jungle gym. If they want to play and they don't want to leave the lot, they have these right here. This is just fine. So then I also want to grab this fence here. We are just going to drag this across just a little bit more. Just like that. I think that that's perfect. That now makes this a little bit more enclosed. And then, let's go ahead and change the ground here. Dirt and sand. Do we have... I would love to either do sand or mulch, if I could. Like wood chips, things like that. Do we have wood chips? Yeah, we don't really have wood chips. What does the pine look like? I think that that's fine. Something soft, you know. That's the idea here, is something soft for the playground area. Here we go. And a little bit messy on the sides, because, you know, people running through this, running straight onto here. In fact, I think I'm going to drag it mostly in this direction here. Because I think that's the most realistic. They are making a beeline straight for the door, and they're probably going to kick up a lot of this on their way. So let's get some softness here, increase the brush strength, or size, I mean. Get that looking a little realistic there, just like that. I think that that is perfect. And then I think, especially because our kids keep staying out all night, let's switch this over to nighttime. And let's go ahead and get some outdoor lighting, just to make this area illuminated and safe. Let's see. We can do, like, big floodlight things. I don't think we're gonna do that. I would love to have something like a street lamp, but I don't know if I have that. Like the orb torch. This might not be bad. We're not going for anything too cute. We're mostly just trying to keep this little play area safe, even at night. That might be what we do, is this right here. Now, if I were to... That's too big. Okay, that's fine. And what colors do we have for it? I'm gonna keep it that color. And then, let's see what happens if I adjust the intensity for this light. Okay, it is already at full intensity. And if we do neutral white, that's a little darker. We're going by color perception here. There we go. Yeah, I think that might be how I do it. Let's actually move this over. I want it, like, centered on the swing set. Just like that. And that's at least a little bit of light. Let's actually put it halfway between these two things. You know what? Actually, I changed my mind, because they, I guess, can crawl under this. I want to leave a space there so that nobody's bumping into this. I think that that makes the most sense. Now, I know that, like, kids are a little rough on swings in real life, and if they were swinging here, right, and they started to go side to side, things like that, they do run the risk. I definitely have seen, like, on playgrounds as a kid, I've seen people who swing around like this and get those chains caught up on this, and it's painful, but in that situation they would hit this light, and that's not great. So hopefully that light is nice and sturdy steel, and we're gonna call that good. I would love to have a better outdoor light, and maybe we do have them. Wait, we have outdoor lights right here. What the hell am I talking about? Cool. We have outdoor lights. See, I knew we did. I knew we did. God. See, this is more of what I was thinking of. So let's change that out. Thank God. Okay. I'm going to see if I can... Let's do... that. And actually, can I match the wood on this? I can't really match the wood. But if we change it to afternoon here, let's see... Oh, and then it's kind of clipping just a little bit, because it is, like, the same size as that post. Interesting. Okay, if we did it like this, where it's like halfway embedded, that might be the best bet. Just like that. Okay. Oops. Not what I meant to do. I wanted to do this, so that we can see what we're doing for the lighting here, because we need more of these now. Okay. I like that. It is making me start to want to move these just a little bit, just sort of like that, just so they get a little bit more illumination. I don't want to put this too far back, though, because if I do, then as the swing moves back here, especially if they fall off backwards, I don't want them to hit their head on the fence. Now, I know that that can't happen in The Sims, but if we're seeing this from the standpoint of like a real life situation, I wouldn't want these swings to be too far back, because I could absolutely see somebody, being a little rough on these swings, going back and forth and falling off backwards. Maybe they're doing the thing where you lean back, you're horizontal on the swing, and you slip, you hit your head right on this railing. I don't want that to happen to any of my kids. Thank you very much. So we are not going to put it too far back. We're going to put it right there. I think that that's looking fine then, just like that. I think that that still feels like a beeline right there. I would think that there would be more pine straw right here then, especially as the toddlers go. But I don't know. We'll see if we want to adjust that. And then that leaves a little bit of room right over here for something else. I'm not sure yet what I would want to put over there, but that's fine. So this is now illuminated. The light isn't going to be in anybody's eyes as they're swinging, so that's another really good thing. I think that this is looking good. I kind of want to have a little bit more privacy right here, just along this edge right here. Because otherwise, the neighbors going home to their garages or whatever, it's not that big of a deal. It's the backyard, and we're not that worried about the privacy here. But, it's still one of those things where, it just feels a little bit open and exposed right here. I don't really like that. So let's go ahead, do a little bit of landscaping, just add just a little bit more. Let's do some bushes. In fact, why don't we just do some grasses? I think that would look very nice. Let's adjust that so that they're not, mirror images. And maybe make them into one big bush, just like that. Easy peasy. Oh, and then we can also fill in this gap right here. And I like the idea of doing that. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. And then, let's be even more perfectionist. We are going to get somewhat hard edges here, grab some dirt, some nice soil right underneath this. And one of the reasons I chose grasses here, one of the reasons I did that, in my mind, I think that the kids are going to be pretty rough on whatever plant is going to be right here. They are not going to be kind to it. So if it was something delicate, if it was something nice and pretty and delicate, they would destroy it. However, grasses, things like this that have, lots and lots of sturdy stalks, there's not a lot to get hurt on, there's no thorns, and there's these tufts, but they're high up, they're hard to reach, and if you tear them off, nothing bad is really going to happen to the plant. In my mind, this is going to last a lot longer here, and is possibly going to outlive the childhoods of this generation of Sims. If these were real kids, right? They're going to grow up and stop being rough on plants at some point. This is going to live longer than the time that they're going to be rough on them. I feel good about that then. Just like that, I think that this is a nice little playground area. I don't see a reason why grass would still be able to grow back here. So I think I'm going to change this out for dirt. And we may, when we go in and do landscaping and things like that, we may turn this into a planter bed of some kind. Don't know yet, and I might adjust this here. There we go. It's looking a little better here. Perfect. And then let's grab that pine covering, push that back a little ways, and then I think I am going to change this just like this. Perfect. Let's change it to day so that we can see what we're doing. Let's make this a little softer. Continue on with it. Even softer. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, perfect. So I think that works then, just like that. The pine straw absolutely spilling over, going straight up onto this. Obviously, it would probably be spilling straight onto the cement here, but I can't do that because the cement is flooring rather than a surface like this. So, I like that. Let's add a tree and call it good. A tree for a little bit of shade. And let's see what we got. I would love to have maybe a big, like, maple tree or oak tree. We have the maple tree right here. The branches are a little low, and I don't like that. There is the birch tree. The birch tree is nice and tall. And if we did that just like that, it would add some shade to the playground. And I think that's looking pretty nice. I think I like the idea of that right there. And I like the sort of like the light right here inside the tree branches. In real life, that would be casting a nice shadow even at night. And it'd be nice and pretty. And I like that, and I also like how in the fall we have these nice colors here. I don't see any other birch trees around. I would think that birch trees would live just fine here in California. I'm not sure. I've never lived in California. I don't know what does and doesn't live in California. Let's actually check on that real quick. Okay, so it does look like the white birch tree does not grow well in California. So that is good to know. I guess we cannot do a white birch tree, because we do need to be true to the fact that we are in California right now. We have an elm tree, beech tree. The beech tree is pretty nice. It has somewhat low of branches, and I don't love that, but they're not so low that they're going to interfere with the swinging. But now it's going to interfere with the light, and I don't like that. Now we could grow the beech tree a little bit bigger. I don't know if I'm going to do that. We have the mesquite tree here, dry pine tree. We do have an oak tree. There are oaks around here. You can see that most of them are like an intermediate size between these two sizes. I guess this would be fine just like this. And what I might do is lean it just over here, just like this. Perfect. Okay, so now the lights are underneath the oak tree here. I like that. It's hard to tell. I want to check to see if that is... We're going to have to go into live mode here, I think, to be able to see. Because what I want to see is if the branches of this tree, they do not interfere. Nice. Okay, perfect. So we can go back in here. I like that. We have a nice tree now, right here in the yard. And if we go up here, you can see it's not interfering with the roof. It's sort of like touching the leaves of this other oak tree, making it seem like this is one big like oak tree growth area here. So this is all maybe oak trees that either got planted here early on, or, you know, maybe were here before this highway got put in. I would guess that maybe there is a sound and vision barrier when the highway got put in, but I'm not entirely sure. It's hard to tell how this area developed necessarily, because we also have these big power pylons here, and so I do kind of wonder if maybe this area existed before the highway, but this area did not. That might be the case, is that this area got put in a little bit later. You can see it's a cul-de-sac here. That looks very intentional, whereas if it was an area that predated the highway, this probably would have been a through street, straight across. You can see here that we have streets that do cross the highway here. And this has like older buildings. So I think that this area probably does not predate the highway, which does kind of interfere with the sort of aesthetic we have here of like an older house. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. It could also be that this house existed on a parcel of land that then got bought up, split up, and they put in a cul-de-sac here. This house may be a little older and may have been on a dirt road, something like that, in a more rural kind of setting. I'm not sure. I'm liking this little area we have down here, though. I like it a lot. I think that that's a nice place for the kids to play in. That's looking perfect to me. We can actually probably start moving the dollhouse over here as well. Make sort of a little play area over here. We have the tent here. Maybe we can do it just like that. And then we can sort of section this off. I might actually move this to right here. That might be what I do. And actually move it right here, just so that that post lines up. And now we have a neat little like indent here to play with and see what we want to do with a little later. So I'm liking that. Let me check on how long this episode has been going. Okay, yep, this episode is getting really late already. I think I may have already exceeded the episode length that I wanted to get. So I'm gonna call it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Next episode, we are definitely going to continue on with Leah here, get her building up her skills, see how far we can get her on that. Yeah. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with the playground and all that. So I think that's going to do it for us. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I hope you have a wonderful day.